Do you feel so lost right now that you don't even know what to do in life? You know, people try to help you, give you advice, but you know, it doesn't really help, and you'd rather just suffer in your own misery because you just, exactly that, you know, you're so lost, you don't even know which direction to go. You don't know what's right and what's wrong, and you'd rather just not make any decision at all. So my name is Tulin, and I'm going to bring some perspective and light into this. And I'm going to be talking about how this negative emotion that you're currently facing, I'm going to say that every emotion that we face is a message, and it's a call to action to change these two things, which is your perception of the problem or your current actions. Because I bet what you're experiencing right now isn't negative. You know, I agree and I accept that we do indulge in them, which is true, but it also serves as a purpose to get you to a higher level. You know, it has some sort of purpose, a message that needs to come across. But because we call it a negative emotion and it's not bringing us what we want in our life, then we think that we're useless and we're not worthy enough. But I'm here to tell you that it's wrong, that the negative emotion isn't what we should be calling it. Rather, it's a message. So that is exactly what I'm going to get into, is to explain the message is a call to action to change your perception, which I'm going to be talking about, and your to change your current actions. First of all, by saying you're being way too hard on yourself, you know, already in your life, for what is happening, for what isn't happening, for what you should have by now, what you shouldn't have by now. And you know, you're feeling all this pressure and expectation, and it's making you feel like crap, because we always feel that we're never good enough, and we never actually praise ourselves, and we always hold the past against ourselves also. So you need to let that go. You need to let go of the expectations and let go of actually stop resisting what is happening to you. And that was something that I experienced as well, because I didn't want to accept what I was currently going through, which actually was making it stronger because I was focusing on it and my energy was going there. And it was actually making the problem a lot bigger than it actually had to be. And realize that it is happening for a reason. Okay, like I said, it is a message. It has a purpose, and it's waiting for you to actually just, you know, realize it, change your perception around it. So maybe you're going through this kind of transformation, and being lost is a good thing. You know, it might not seem like it right now, but it is. You know, it's like a blessing in disguise. And like I said, maybe it's not what you want, but it's something that you need in your life right now. So face it with compassion and understanding that it will eventually pass. You need to let go of the rope a little bit. And what I mean by that is trying to let go of all of the control that you're trying to achieve in your life. Trying to control everything in your life, all the things that you want, all these expectations, but at the same time you haven't really accepted that this is where you currently are. How can you get from A to B when you haven't accepted that this is where you are at A, sorry. So the fact is that we need to fully experience the emotion in order to process it and integrate it into our experience, you know. And like I said, it's not a negative emotion, it's an emotional message that we need to learn from. Also, you know, don't forget, and this is a piece of advice for myself as well, that don't forget to laugh about it. You know, I bet you in 5-10 years or even a few months from now, you'll look back and you'll probably laugh about it and think, you know, that was a weird phase of my life. So try and be gentle with yourself and not be so serious about life. You know, life is a game. You can move the chess pieces to how you want it to be. So don't believe everything that your mind tells you. And that was, once I heard that, it totally just blew my mind and just changed my perspective about myself. Because we do believe everything that our mind tells us. You know, realize that you are not everything that your mind tells you, all those limiting beliefs that don't serve you. So that is the first step into really having that self-awareness in your life, because it's going to start within you first if you want to change anything outside of you, sorry. So see it happening to you without any judgment. Realize that it's just passing by, and you know, there's something very powerful within someone who admits that, you know, this is who I am, this is what I am, and they move on from it. They face it head on and do what has to be done to get from where they are to where they want to be. So along with self-awareness, we also need to self-express it. And you need to express it because you can't just bottle everything inside, you know, a feeling or an emotion that you can't even describe. You need to express it in some way, whether it's journaling, painting, writing, looking at art, you know, just anything that is going to relieve some sort of like pressure off you. And the other one is self-care. So there's self-awareness, self-expression, and self-care. Now the self-care is, one day there will be a day where, you know, you say that enough is enough, and that might be today, that might be in a few months, that might be in a year, and there'll be a day where you need to say, I need to change. Something has to change, otherwise this is going to be my life forever. And that's a whole lot worse looking back after all these years, you know, when you're near your deathbed, than what you're currently facing, feeling right now. And this emotion that you're going through it's all linked to our body. It's linked to the movements in our body. So if you're depressed, scared, nervous, you know, anything that makes your body, you know, in a weak sort of position, of course you're going to feel that emotion. It's basically saying that your energy states determine your emotion. So if you move into radical action, you go jogging in the morning, first thing you do is walk your dog or walk yourself, listen to a podcast, then you're changing the movement of your body, which is changing your emotion. So for things to get better and to change, you need to get better and to change. You realize it's not you, it's patterns and behaviors, and you are more than your body and your mind. So where do we go from here? So I've explained how we can change our perception about the problem, and I've explained some of the new actions that we can take. But also now I'm going to tackle how, you know, the fact that we're lost and we don't know which direction or where to go in life. And what it is that your mind, it needs direction because it works like a GPS. And if you don't give it a direction and a focus, then you're going around aimlessly, not really knowing what to do. You're not making progress, and then you don't feel happy, because progress equals happiness. So really ask yourself, like, what is it that you really want in life, without, you know, the pressure of friends or family or society, without the salary. You know, this is between you. This is a note to yourself that no one is ever going to see. And ask yourself, what do you really want out of life? Or who do you want to be? And what do you want in life, and who do you get to be while you're doing it? And describe your future. What is it that you really want? A lot of people know what they don't want, but they don't know what they actually truly want out of life. So give yourself that direction and focus with visual meditations in the morning or at night for 30 days. And you can even write this out, but experience it as if it has already happened. It's like a memory. And over time, you will feel that certainty in your body. And when you feel certain, you take that action and you start to get results in your life. And just wait and see how, by doing these visualizations, that see how opportunities start to come up for you. And suddenly you feel inspired, you want to take that action. And suddenly you suddenly know what to do, and you don't feel as scared, or you don't really think, oh, should I make this decision or not? Of course there's going to be a little bit of fear because it might be something new, but you feel deep down it's the right thing to do because it's leading you to the direction that you do want in life. Because, and this is what I'll explain why this is important to do some visual meditations, because not only is it giving you direction to your mind that works as GPS, but also it's because we don't have evidence of what we want in life, so we think it's not possible. But if you imagine it and you have that feeling in your body, then it's giving you the evidence, it's giving you the feeling, it's giving you the memory to push you forward. So feel the certainty first from feeling it within your body, and then take the action. Lastly, and this is the most important bit, this is about changing your current actions, and this is how it changed everything. I'm not even exaggerating. This is the most important thing that I will carry throughout my whole life, and it's all from this one word, which is called self-actualization. And all successful people, and I'm not talking celebrities, just successful people have a self-actualized mindset. And when I learned about this word, I became obsessed, and it's all about investing in yourself. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, this is who I am, accepting this is where I am currently in life, but I am in constant improvement with myself every single day to make positive changes in my life. With your self-awareness, your decision making, recognizing your own fears and challenges, thinking for yourself, leveraging your own ability and resources by learning, implementing and taking action to reach your potential. And you do this by reading a book, listening to a podcast, investing in a course, anything to do with self-improvement or self-help, anything that's going to get you to where you need to be. Because there's this your mind is in a battle because it can't bridge the gap to where you are to where you want to be, because it's missing vital information, it's missing that knowledge or that perception or that new action that you need to take. And if you want to be rich and you want this materialistically and you want to be successful, you want the house, you want to travel, you have to start self-actualizing. Because if you want change in your life and you're stuck and you don't know what to do, buy that book, invest in yourself, because it starts right now, when you're only going to be ready when you start right now. And this is the truth, that it's not that we don't have enough resources. We have everything online. It takes next day delivery of Amazon to buy a book. It's not the fact that we lack resources, it's the fact that we're not resourceful enough. We think that we're not good enough, and we don't realize we're stuck in an old way of thinking, in an old way of living that just isn't serving us. So push past that old way of thinking, embody a new state and learn something new that is going to move you forward, even if it's that tiny little thing, and that will get you to the next level that you want in your life, and that will make you a better thinker and doer in life. So I hope this video has helped. Everything that I've shared, I always speak from my own experience and everything that I've learned along my journey. You know, I'm guilty of all the things that I've said, but also everything that I have learned, which I've explained here, all the knowledge that I've shared, that I've implemented in my own life. So thank you very much for watching, and good luck to you inwards and outwards. See you in my next video.